secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? It's your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi. And today I have another special banger for you, all right? Now, let's get straight into this video. What we're gonna talk about today is a very rare, and we're kicking off the build series, a very rare build that's going to be in the game called a Diamond Inside Out Score, right? Now, again, I'm doing post commentary. I do not have actual audio footage when I was making this build at Community Day, but you know I had to give it to you. So this is going to be the first build of the build series, a Diamond Inside Out Score. And of course, we're going to have tons and tons of crazy builds coming in the next couple of days and for all year, whatever. But what I want to say is this. If you find a rare build when the game comes out, make sure, please make sure you go ahead and join the Discord so you can go ahead and send it to me personally. Man, I need to know, I need it. So the Discord link is in the description, so make sure you do that. But anyway, without further ado, let's hop into this video. We did go power forward with this. You want to be right-handed. Obviously, jersey numbers does not matter at all. We're going to go with 6'10" with this height, 240 pounds. And we want to go 7'3" with the wingspan. Now, body type doesn't matter. Of course, I'm going 6'10" is because I want to make sure I can get all the big man contact dunks. And then, of course, I went 7'3" with the max wingspan because you always want to make sure you have max wingspan on any type of center build that you're working with. Now, when it comes to the attributes, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the full layout, right? So I can just break it down to you. Remember, this is post commentary. And after working around with this, I figured it's better just to show the full version of this build. I wanted to make sure on my standing dunks, I was able to get at least a 90 to be able to get all the elite contact dunks. I mean, not the elite contact, just the big man contact dunks, okay? I wanted to get an 84 close shot because I wanted to make sure I can get my fast switch on gold. And of course, to me, the most important ones for this is going to be the fearless finisher, masher, right? With the 84 close shot. And then of course, I wanted to make sure I have my post control at an 80. And then on the shooting side of things, I just maxed out my shooting. But the cool thing is all the most important stuff for a spot up, and that's where it's going to be the catch at. Spot ups actually are going to take massive advantage of having low shooting because catch and shoot, corner specialist, and claymore is all you're really going to need. And regardless, they're never going to be in a high category. And then on your playmaking side, yes, this is pretty dope. You do get pro dribble animations with this build. You only have 19 badges to work with. So that's going to be the biggest issue right there is having pro dribble animations and not being able to really get all the crazy dribble badges. But this is meant to be more of a like a Jokic type build. So I'm not really worrying about the dribbling, but you still get, you know, some really good badges here that you would probably want to use as a player. Of course, Vice Grip's going to be really big for this. It's also going to be Dimer, you know, post playmaker, break starter. Those type of badges are going to be really good. Even though you have a 75 ball handle, that's not necessarily something that is going to be the key part of this build. Yeah, it will be at the dribble. And that's the cool thing. But don't be trying to go too crazy dribbling with this build. I think this is actually a comp build, to be honest with you. Like, it's actually pretty dope. The name's pretty dope and the things that it can do. Now, on the defensive side, there is 18 badge points to work with. But again, like I said, there just like when it comes to the playmaking, 18 is not really a lot to be able to get what you thoroughly and truly need. But with a build like this, attribute wise, it's going to be solid all the way around. Finishing, shooting, playmaking, defensive rebound, they're solid, right? But the badges, you're not going to be able to get a lot of badges in each category. We'll talk about that when we get to the core badges. But I mean, look at it here, you still get silver rebound chaser. Do you want to have gold? Yes, but it's just you're not gonna be able to do that based upon the way the build is made because you're gonna have to upgrade a lot to be able to get gold rebound chaser. So we're not worrying about that. So only the ones that I think that would be good here will probably be just, again, the rebound chaser, chase down artist, and I think maybe I'm able to get like bronze interceptor, and that's about it. Like, it's not a lot of badges that I'm able to get. Because again, 10 points have to go through tier 1 and 2. And if you look at tier 1 and 2, there's not a lot of badges here that you actually would want from a center. So that kind of kills a lot of the actual badge points that you're trying to get. Now I did on my physicals, I did get 89 strength because I'm thinking eventually you'll be able to get some like 4 badge points, maybe by picking a college or maybe going to Chris Brickley or something to where you'll be able to get more. So I wanted to at least make sure I can get bully badge on gold. So that's why I did that. And then when you look at your takeovers, you see you get playmaking, you get sharp, you get rim take. Not rim take, glass takeover. And of course I went with post shot daggers and limitless range threes. But again, you can go any way that you want to go in that direction there. And as you see here, it's going to come out as a diamond inside out scorer. And this is a pretty dope screen of how to do the shades of, but it is a diamond inside out scorer, man. That's pretty fire name. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, this gotta be the first video I'm gonna drop. All right. But listen, as time went on, there was tons more that I have. So now we're gonna max out this build, of course, get 99. And then when we look here at the finishing, I went ahead and just showed what I actually ended up getting. Now, as you all know, the tier 2 badges for bronze are just worth 3 points. So again, if you watch my video that I dropped earlier today at 3 o'clock, the breaking down of the build video, you know that each tier has different different weight. Bronze badges in tier 2 are worth 3 points. So if you do that, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So the total of 10 points I needed to do tier 3, I used 11 of them. And then that's how I was able to drop down and get the next 2 silver badges that you have there. And you see how each one of them are worth 6 points. So that's how I was able to do that. But again, I made my fast twitch as my core badge. So that did not count against my total points. And again, that might sound confusing, but you know, as these build videos come around more, you'll understand what I'm talking about when I'm making these videos. But if you are confused, again, make sure you watch my first video that I dropped, the breakdown of the builder. It goes in depth about these core badges, okay? And now we're gonna look at the shooting. Again, with the shooting, I ended up going catch and shoot, but as you look in the top right corner, I use my Deadeye, which is worth 6 points, as my core badge. So I will have catch and shoot off rip. And then of course I use corner specialist and the other badges that I had, you know, get guard up. I use amp too. I was just trying to find badges that actually were pretty dope. In my opinion, that was gonna be pretty valuable, but that's what I use. Remember, now you're starting to see, you gotta have a lot of badges a lot of badge points to have really, really dope badges. So when you're got a balanced build like this, and that's why Mike Wang and I were saying, like, yo, specializing so you can have a lot of badges by having a lot of attributes in one category. This rare build right here is basically balanced in these category. So you're really not gonna get juicy, a lot of gold Hall of Fame badges of your tier 3s. So that's the downside of making a balanced build like this. But for me, I think this is actually pretty good enough. And now when we look at the playmaking is no difference. I did get the post playmaker at Hall of Fame, and I ended up using, of course, Unpluckable as my core badge. And again, if you don't know what a core badge is, you got to make sure that you look at my first video to do that. And then the other tier 2 and tier 1, I got bronze badges. So again, goes back to like I was saying about the finishing and shooting. Since I did not go crazy in one category and went balanced in each, you're not really getting juicy badges at high levels. Like, you're not getting that quick first step because you're not able to get that quick first step really high. So that again is what you got to ask yourself when you're making these builds, which direction you want to go. But I still think it's decent enough based upon how this build is going to play. All right. Last but not least, we have the defense. And again, with the defense, the only thing that really stands out that you'll probably want to get is going to be the rebound chaser. Everything else, I just try to fill in what I fill in. So, you know what I mean? Workhorse, I think that's going to be good. Obviously, that's like the replacement of Hustler. Okay, we got that. We got box out. I mean, so we got interceptor on bronze. As the game goes on, you'll figure out which badges are worth the bronze, which one's worth the gold. Maybe there's other badges that you can use, but since this is just a build and we don't really have the play in it, I just wanted to show y'all how this builder actually worked. So I mean, this build actually is how this build is being made, and then also how the badges will be implemented on a build like this. Okay, so you see the core badges on the right side that I end up going with. And then you see a new feature here again with new jump shots. As we know, all jump shots are going to be related to an NBA player, current or legend. So I think I went with Jabari Smith. He's a rookie. I was like, you know what? Let me try him out. You see the 3v3, 5v5 option. I decided to go with the 3v3. As you see right there, the diamond inside out score is pretty dope. But there you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is the rare diamond inside out score build. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, just make sure you drop a like, you subscribe to the channel. And as usual, your favorite old head, Uncle Timmy, I'll be back really, really soon. Another banger, man. And you know, when I say back soon, another banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.